Can I just use it to drink out of and like look all fancy?
Ye- Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna figure out how this pronunciation is. Give me a second.
Wait. Yay, my audio is back.
Working as intended.
Perfect. Any last randomness?
Give me just a minute. Don't think
Ball
that's
sack.
pronunciation. Wow. Okay. Fuck. Interesting.
Get it all out now.
Testicles.
What is wrong with you?
Good.
It said randomness.
Yes.
You know, there's different degrees.
Right.
I made amazing chicken sandwiches for dinner tonight.
Oh, hey guys, have you ever heard of haggis before?
Yes.
We should have haggis. One day we should just all be eating haggis on the.
Nope. I'm good.
No haggis.
No, I'll pass. Thanks.
But it sounds interesting. Come on, guys.
Well, it sounds interesting, and I will try it one day, maybe before I die, perhaps after I die, but I don't know. I'm not gonna cook that shit.
Well, I mean, I don't think that we can technically cook haggis in the United States because some things are technically illegal, but there are substitutes to it
Just
though,
sheep.
where you could actually. Yeah, it's just the sheep stomach that's illegal to acquire, from what I understand.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
But we have lamb.
I know. But from what I understand, you cannot sell a sheep stomach on the market, though.
What the fuck, US?
The U.S. is kind of weird in terms of stuff.
You take it all and you shove it into a lamb stomach.
Exactly.
Whatever all is, it doesn't matter.
Also balls.
No, you put nothing in balls.
Hey guys, did you know that hate is
Sheep's
stored in the
balls.
piss?
Wait, what?
Did you guys know that hate is stored in the piss?
No.
No. I feel
Owen.
like I have a condescending look, I'm sorry.
Silas is very impressed with our chatter. You can see it in
Yes.
his
This
face
is
hole.
very, what do you describe it? Intriguing.
It is intriguing. I'm so hungry. Fuck.
How about
Are you
let's
going to
start?
go grab pickles again?
Go choke
We
on a
have a couple
pickle.
left. Right? Seriously. That was so bad. They're so good though.
5 minutes into the game, somebody has to choke on a pickle, don't worry.
Yep.
Just
Yep. And we did
just
not
one of
make
the
it to
NPCs just like starts like dying.
and we
Just
didn't make it to
"What-
the
what's
farmers
going
market
on?
today because we stayed up
Aw.
until 2 a.m. playing fucking Shadows of War or whatever.
Oh, Shadow of War? Like
Yeah.
the Middle of Earth game? Okay. Nice.
Yeah. We hadn't
Yeah.
played any of them yet, and I was doing a game tier list the other day, and I
Mhm.
was like, that was one of the ones that went under the grouping of like I've never played it before.
Hey, alright.
And Jazz was like, "You have to play it."
It is actually pretty good. I do have to say though that after a while it does kind of become like, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah, it's pretty repetitive, I guess, if you want it to be. But if you just need something to, if you just want to slash shit, it's
Yeah,
really
goof
fun.
off.
Yeah.
And meet the guys that just start screaming randomly in front of your face.
Well, and the voice acting is really good.
It is, yeah.
And that above almost everything else will keep me in will keep me in a game.
Mm. Give me a minute. Let's see if I can find this. Anyways, we should probably start.
Maybe.
We're just filling time, Silas.
Yeah.
We're trying to see if we can get trying to see if we can get salmon here.
rolling perception checks for rogues.
Yeah. I would. Oh wait, I can do it in D&D Beyond. Investigation.
You automatically fail.
Funsies. Seriously.
So, recap of last time on D&D.
Year of Calamity.
Do.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry.
you
Oh my
all
god, that's fucking hilarious. I rolled a nat 1. +1. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
got a 2. So, last time, you all killed a bunch of fey creatures inside of a cave. Then you were going to encounter words fail.
Murder.
Yes. Going to try to murder the
Justified.
mayor,
Yes.
but he was already gone from his mountaintop manor.
Oh yeah, because we're back in Onyxia. Oh god.
Everyone
are.
forgot that part.
No, I know I'm at the Restful Lily because I'm just like I'm just sitting in a fucking windowsill waiting for that asshole to just walk out of the Restful Lily, and I'm just gonna leap down and axe him in half. Sorry, go ahead.
Violent.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes. Straight through the brain.
I gotta ask you something.
So you discovered that this mayor, supposedly, has captives in his basement. You were able to rescue one of them. You also learned that he might be summoned the creatures that infested the mines. So you have headed back to Onyxia.
And he has goblins under his employ, which are this like we've already had to deal with goblins because of the book deal, whatever the hell that has to do with anything. But anyway, go ahead.
If you want me to connect some clues for you, basically the mayor wanted the book.
But why? Why is the book so fucking important?
Because
It's a house in space. Why wouldn't you want that?
I mean, it's really like a perfect thing to have for criminals.
So, you've
Oh, it's a
all
7th level spell.
tracked the mayor down to a bathhouse named the Restful Lily. You have been here once before, but now you're getting the actual tour of the place. So you are outside of the gates. I'm gonna backtrack from last session a tiny bit. Oh, where did I put? So you stand at the gates of this elven building. You enter this pale yellow stained marble building, and as you enter the perimeter, like all of the ambient noise of the city surrounding you just fades away. It's very peaceful, like you've just walked into a forest.
After everything we've been through, we might deserve a little bit of pampering.
As you enter the building, just the smell of lilies and other flowers just waft through the air, and a tiefling, almost resembling a human, sits at the desk. You would. This was the person who checked you in. You both already paid for your stuff last time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're at this like super fucking ritzy place.
Yeah.
10 gold for a bottle of fucking water.
It was actually 10 gold just to enter the place, but
Close enough.
if
That was
Hartham
20.
if Hartham wanted to pay to get in, you can, or you can just wait outside, I guess.
Absolutely freaking not. I am cheap. And that is my answer.
Hey, it's
That's my
loading.
final verdict.
So the receptionist will will give you each, Jarek and Xaxis, you'll each get keys, and you'll be pointed to the changing rooms. You are not allowed to wear any of your equipment while inside. Must be locked away inside of a locker.
Motherfucker. You have a murderer under your roof. Are you sure you want to allow that?
I don't know what you mean. This is a place for relaxation. Enjoy the bath and other activities you might find here.
Let's see. Hold on 1 second.
Xaxis will just be grumbling the whole time. And I'll also pay for Hartham's room.
It'll be 5 gold to enter the place, and it'll be 4 gold for the room.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll pay.
Wait, you're paying for a room for me? Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you want a shared room or separate?
Do you have rooms that are like connected by door?
Not really, but we have a single and a double.
Same room then.
Yeah. Is it like a double with a fold out couch?
You may sleep on the floor if you wish.
Fair enough.
There's 2 beds, or you can
Is
have the
there a
room with 1 bed.
couch? Is there a couch in the room?
There are some comfortable chairs.
The double, please. With a window that overlooks the front of the building.
Yeah, how do turtles sleep? Do I need a bed, or can I just like go into my shell?
You could probably just
I would
sleep in your
imagine it wouldn't.
shell.
I would imagine it wouldn't matter to like.
I really don't think it would. Like I could just like roll over on the back of my shell and just kind of wiggle my arms.
So you could actually just pay for 1 room, so that would just be 4 gold.
Okay.
And I believe you paid that last time.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
I
so it's
did.
the same price between single and double, right? Or is it actually different pricing on
It
that?
would be the same price.
Oh, okay, then yeah, sure, why not?
The single
My biggest
rooms
thing is
technically are for 2 people, but if you want to share the same bed.
yeah, the only reason like I want us all to be in the same room is so that it's just easier to talk, keep watch, and do those kinds of things.
Yep.
Definitely need a room that overlooks the front of the building, the
So
road outside.
there is no rooms. There isn't really a second floor to this building, but you can get a room that overlooks the entrance, or just looks out to the entrance.
That the failings of this establishment keep adding up. I hope that the spa is much more accommodating.
If
Big
you would
word.
wish to rest in the hot spring, the doors to the north, the northern doors will lead you there.
Thanks.
We're going fishing right behind the house.
The garden will be to your left, and the lounge will be to your right.
And we haven't seen the mayor really since we came in here, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. So I say we take a tour of the place and see everything that they offer, and maybe we can find our friend.
Do you think they know what we look like?
The our friend.
Yes. Do you think he'll be alarmed if he sees us? A turtle, a rabbit, and a giant.
1000%. I'm hoping for as much actually.
I mean, we don't want him to run before we can lop his head off or burn him
Just
alive.
do you have a problem with blasting somebody in the back?
No, not necessarily, but we just don't want him to have a chance to take off. I'd like to be able to get this guy once and for all.
I guess you're saying this not in front of the receptionist.
No, we're taking a tour. We're walking around.
Yeah, we're walking around.
Okay, so
Trying to see if we spot him. Inconspicuous like our group.
Yeah, so inconspicuous.
Being all sneaky beaky.
you'll be asked to change into robes. Zach, there is enough sizes. Xaxis you'll have to wait a minute to get a proper size for you. Because they have only medium and small creatures. Typically.
Tall. Please.
Extra tall.
Extra tall.
So,
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what trying to figure out something here.
so you all looking around. I'm assuming the first place you go to would be the lounge.
Yep.
So in this room, it's a very cozy room. A few sets of tables, a fireplace, and there seems to be a bar where you can get some drinks.
Ooh,
Do we see a mayor?
No, you do not. In the center of the room, though, you do see a tall, bluish, pale bluish elf with long black hair. He seems to be keeping track of everyone who leaves and enters.
Does she look like she works for the place?
She looks like she owns the place.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna go to the bartender.
Okay. It is just a simple human with kind of just like generic features. Doesn't really talk much.
Bartender that doesn't talk. What the fuck is wrong with this place? I would like a drink with the little umbrellas and fruit on a stick that goes in the drink. Do you have any of those?
I'll make that too.
He'll take a few seconds to prepare, kind of doing like a show while he's doing it, and then your drinks will be prepared for you.
Sweet. Can I let my cricket try some of the fruit?
You snuck a cricket in here. I find that funny.
I did. Of course I did. I'm gonna train the cricket. It's gonna be like my familiar. I'll be
Yes.
like, go look in there for this guy. And he's gonna go in there and he's gonna come back and be like, chirp. I'm gonna be like, great.
Or you're just gonna go in there and then poop.
Are you eating pickles? Yep.
You feel seen now, don't you?
Yep.
Um,
It's because it's the best snack.
did they literally take everything off of us? Like we can't even have like just normal.
So the only thing. So basically, any of your adventuring gear. So no weapons, no armor. You'd
It
be
is
asked to wear
robes and fluffy
bathrobes.
slippers.
You can have fuzzy slippers.
Yeah, I was just curious because I have a book I always pretty much carry with me, and I was
Yeah,
wondering
books
if
are
I
fine.
would. Okay.
Are they little rabbit fluffy slippers?
If you specifically ask for them, sure.
I
You're right over there.
I don't think so.
Are you okay? You seem like you're losing your shit over there.
There's just one little floppy ears on my feet. I'm gonna be like, look, Hartham.
I feel like I'm about to be skinned.
So cute.
Oh, I get the joke now. It took me a while. I'm so fucking tired. Like, my God.
Okay. So drink.
That's funny.
I'm gonna go say hi to the blue skinned person.
The
She
blue-skinned
is
fella?
a elf. She will walk over to you after you've settled yourself inside this room.
Put a hand over my cricket so she can't see it.
Greetings to the Restful Lily. Is this your first time? I don't believe we've met.
Yes. Didn't we cause trouble the last time we were here?
I don't think that we've
I
ever been here
believe
before.
they drenched Jarek because he smelled.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We brought Jarek in
It's
here
true.
to take a bath. Right. No, we haven't been here before. This is very you have very good drinks.
We pride ourselves on keeping you all relaxed.
Well, that so far has been yes. I really like my slippers. How many different styles of slippers do you have?
One of them is just standing in our slippers. Just
We only
dead-eyed.
have the one pair. I have no clue where you got those.
She has a way of finding weird shit.
So she found these just purely by chance?
I asked for this.
Our staff has a way of taking orders literally.
My question is, did she just have them
Staring
in her
at my feet
backpack?
just to make sure that they're not like sheared off or something. Just making sure they like.
They're not real rabbit fur. Don't worry, Hartham.
You know, I've never seen anybody wear turtle slippers.
Do you have turtle slippers?
Like I said, we've only have the one.
Do you
I
guys
guess-
have Goliath slippers by chance?
That would be so good if we were all wearing each other's faces on our feet. Oh my god. Shopping session, we're gonna go have them made.
Oh gosh, no, no.
That would be so good.
Oh no.
Mine would at least protect your foot.
This is true.
Nice little shell.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh god.
we have you all looking a bit under the weather. May
It's
I
been
I
a rough-
wonder why. And I just continue the slippers again.
Yeah, she's just like tapping her foot so the little ears like flop. It's so good. Yeah, it's been a rough few days. You know, some people have tried to kill us, and we met some really big spiders, and it's been really rough. We really need this vacation.
Well, may I suggest one of our special spa treatments? They'll give you back rejuvenate you.
Do you have a chiropractor?
That can be arranged.
I kind of feel like I've misplaced a few vertebra in our most recent saving of peoples.
Anybody around that specializes in turtle anatomy? It's hard to snap or pop things in place with the shell.
Our staff specializes in every race.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Tell me, how do you make a rabbit feel good?
Ear massages.
Don't come anywhere near me. I will not let you touch me. I will not let you come close to me. I will fisticuff you if I have to.
He's not very personable, but he's a good person. Rabbit.
I have a question, Hartham. Did like ear massages, right? Like we have pressure points in our ear, and it feels really good. Have you ever had the pressure points to like to release all the stress and stuff?
I've never heard of that. I don't know, but please don't try.
You may have two of them in those things.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have a lot more pressure points than we do. It's do you have a massage therapist that specializes in uh stress relief?
Me personally, no. I don't know.
No, here for you. I'm asking the lady.
Arthur just walks away, goes to the bar, and he's like, "Can I get a blue blazer, please?"
Just these bartenders just do what you want without question.
Thank you. And for context, do you guys know what blue blazer is?
No.
It is a drink that is on fire.
Wow,
He's attempting to drink literal fire in this sense.
that would singe the
As you
furs.
ask for that, you see
Drop it on
this
you, that'd be a catastrophe.
you see this elf lady just like go wide-eyed, takes a full step back.
That
I mean,
drink
it can't
is
be
on
that bad to
fire.
make. I mean, right?
No,
Okay,
alcohol
yeah.
burns very well.
You can get the sense that she does not like the fire.
Mm.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous to make. Hmm. Let's see here.
Uh, well, just keeping a full eye on Hartham.
I mean, would you be fine with making that, please? I
Uh,
maybe.
It would be hot.
Oh well, yeah, of course, certainly.
well, our special treatments, we can alter your appearance if you wish. Or we
Sure,
can
Oh,
my
give you a boost in whatever, if you wish to become smarter or more flexible.
can you make a cricket smarter?
A cricket.
oh Jesus Christ, you were right next to me. Okay. I should say by the gods, god dang it.
We practice on more humanoid figures.
Have you tried
Huh.
cricket before? Not. Okay.
Wait, to
Like
eat?
actually trying. No. Not what I meant. But
I don't believe a cricket would survive a massage therapy.
oh, okay. You're talking about doing massage. Got it. Okay. So
Well, if you wish to have this treatment, would you can all follow me.
I'm gonna kind of snoop around.
Take your time.
I've got to go take a shit. I mean, I need to go to the bathroom. Can you point me in the direction of the gentleman's room?
She will do so.
All right. And I'm just going to kind of walk off that way.
I do want to finish a tour of the establishment before we go for a treatment, but I do want to get a treatment.
We can speak to Seth. He can guide you on a tour if you would wish one.
That would be wonderful.
So she will guide you over to a human, seems to be in his 20s. Very short black hair.
Hi, Seth. It's nice to meet you. My name is Xaxis.
Is very well. It was good to meet you.
It was wonderful to meet you. I'm sorry. I didn't think to ask your name.
It's Seth.
No,
Yes.
the lady.
Oh. Oh, my name is Morgana. I see those sussy eyes.
Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful name.
Very good name.
Oh no. You just get clawed?
So I took him. He played in the bath for like 40 minutes today, and I took him out and I only had a tank top on, and he scratched me up. And then I took a shower and I was like, it burned so bad. Like I have Neosporin, like on my neck and on my chest where he scratched me really bad. His nails are so sharp. I need to clip them, but they're still so small. I'm afraid to.
For context, we're talking about their lizard, Digi.
Yeah, did you? Um. Well, Seth, this is the only place we've seen so far, so I greatly appreciate you showing us around.
Well, the bathhouse is just next to the changing rooms.
Are there perfumed oils for the bathhouse?
If you wish, we can provide some. There's also the
Really?
garden where one of the co-owners of this place does routine workouts with some of the guests.
Like yoga?
Something more intense.
More intense.
You seem like it would be a great fit for you.
Ooh. Okay. Can we be looking for the mayor as we're like walking around?
As you're walking around the place, you don't really see any dwarves. You see a few halflings, humans, dragonborn, a tiefling.
Hartham immediately becomes wide-eyed and just figured out. He's going to pull his Xaxis to the side and he's just going to be like, "So, he could be anybody here.
Say that again.
He could be anybody here. Because remember
Oh,
the massage therapy? Yeah.
right. They can change their appearance.
Yep.
And
I
and
do not feel comfortable in this place anymore. I didn't feel comfortable to begin with. I feel even more uncomfortable now.
and Adrulery said that he already had possibly an enchantment on him already.
Yep. Alright. Well, anyways.
Okay, now we're looking for
Taking
somebody
that into
who's looking
account,
at us and like, yeah, being
in
like,
a
oh
very
shit, there's a
suspicious manner.
yeah.
So you don't really see anyone who's looking at you. Maybe some of the workers here.
Okay. So I'm just going to guess that nothing we choose to do in here is going to ruin our chances to find the mayor.
That
Out of
greatly
game,
depends on
obviously.
what you do, but okay.
No, I mean, like, if we, like, go get a massage or, like, try the workouts in the garden.
Yeah, you have time.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna sign up for a massage and chiropractic adjustment. Um, and maybe try this workout that they have in the garden. Would you like to join me, Hartham? Jarek?
I'm currently trying to see if I can find the mayor.
Oh yeah.
So you can go, Jarek, you can go off to where the, all the rooms are.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm following Jarek.
Apparently, I'm the only one
Sorry, that
getting
does sound
anything out
nice.
here.
Okay,
The
but
only
does
one who
sound
cares
nice,
about the
but
poor.
well, thank you. This place is a bit fancy for me. A bit too fancy for my liking.
It is a tad bit small, so a tour isn't really all that necessary. You can really see
Right.
everything from the lounge area.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, after I see everything, I will like book appointments for the adjustment and then find out when the next training is going to be.
You can go to the garden anytime you want.
Oh, okay. But I do want to meet back up with Jarek, and Jarek, you might want to listen to what Hartham, uh, the thought that he had.
Sure, what is it?
So, once again, considering that they have, like, not since they have massaging sessions that allow you to transform your physical appearance, considering that we're looking for a man in an area that does such service,
I will
he could be
say
in
that
very
those
range.
treatments would take a few hours. And
Those treatments would
you've
take a
only
few.
arrived a few, I'm guessing
Mhm.
like 2 hours after the mayor did.
Okay. Alright. So considering that we still may have a bit of time, maybe, but for now we might need to be very careful about who we are looking for, especially given the chance that he could just slip out and none of us can notice.
Well, it's also possible that he underwent one of those changing sessions, so we wouldn't even know what he looked like to begin with.
Yep.
Well,
So we might not have any look around here to begin with, which can definitely lead to some troubles down the line, especially if they decide to leave without us even knowing.
do we even know, like, anybody that travels with, like, any markings that he would maybe have on his royal fucking towels
No.
He does
or
have
anything?
the crest of a, oh, what was it called? Something, oh, winter frost drop, whatever the flower is called. It's a emblem of a blue flower that grew all over Mayrin.
Do you think the Scarlet Sash could help us right now? Do you think that that's where he would be going? Would be to the portal thing that's going on over there?
Is there
It's
anything
possible, but
as
I
we're
don't think it's
walking
like
around? Do we see any like of those emblems anywhere? Like on like guards or on like anybody that could possibly.
So you walk around, You do notice that there is a halfling guard in front of one of the doors, bearing the
Okay.
same crest. You guessing, with your knowledge of magic, you can guess that this is actually a goblin in disguise.
Motherfucker! Ahem. How many doors away is it from our room?
There's not many rooms here, so it's only a couple. I'll say 3.
So I'm going to try to open the door adjacent to his room.
Your key would not work.
Right.
Because HQ would probably be individual, considering how.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to see if I tried to open it if somebody would come out and be like, you have the wrong room. Just to see, I just really wanted to see if anybody was in that room.
It's currently midday, so there's probably not many people inside the rooms currently.
That makes sense. Okay. Okay. How do we keep watch on this door to see when he comes out?
Where's our room in respect to this?
Like 3 doors down.
3 doors down.
So your room would be the corner room on the building. So you have a window looking to the south and the east.
Okay.
And his room is on the east side of the building.
Mm.
Wait, no, because the travel. I don't think the travel was long. Have a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't get a long rest yet.
It's just been a
Not
while.
since the mine.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
It's about around 1 to 2.
Oh, can you put Jack out to watch the room?
Yeah, I was gonna put him. Yeah. So well. Okay. So. Yeah. Yeah, I could do spider.
Do you have the materials for the ritual?
Motherfucker. No.
If you want to go out and buy like 10 gold of charcoal and whatnot.
Yeah. Let's. If there's the ability to do that, I'd probably buy. Yeah, I'd definitely go out and do that.
Or you can sneak into a storage room and probably steal some stuff.
No, we'll just say I'll go out and just see if I can find a shop real quick and buy something.
Yeah, you're within the Overlook Market. You can find anything here.
Okay. Then I'll just subtract 10 gold from my shit, and we'll say I did that.
Oh, because you've already used your free summons for the day. Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Oh, do you have free summons?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's what I was just looking at. Or well, that's what I was kind of looking. Well, I was looking at it the other day. It says, let's see. It says you learn the find familiar spell. It doesn't count against your number of known spells, and you can cast it as a ritual.
Yeah, you still need the stuff then.
Your familiar can take on a more powerful form, and when you take the attack, you can forego one of your own attacks to allow the familiar to make one attack with its reaction. Okay. So it doesn't count as one of my spells, so that's cool. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna see. Let's bring Jack in as a spider.
Okay.
Let's see. Although he's still gonna stick out in a place like this, I'm sure they have like spider poison, you know.
Wait, so that's a good question. Do you always name your familiar Jack? I mean, like, what
Yeah.
if it's Okay,
His
but
name's always
sure.
Jack, and Jack's my friend.
So that does raise a question. Is Jack the soul of the familiar, and the soul is interchangeable with all three different types? Or are they all just named Jack?
No, I'm just too lazy to give a shit to name it something else.
Don't need to have moral questions about this.
What
I
about
just,
Gregory?
Jack was just a name I've always liked, and he doesn't do jack shit, so that's why I named him that.
Poor Jack.
Mostly, he just dies over and over again.
Okay, well, while Jack is posted up in his little bitty spidery self to watch
Yeah.
the door,
He is tiny.
I am going to go to the garden and see what this workout thing is.
Okay. If the spider is tiny, it might be able to fit under the door. Just saying.
Yeah.
Can you see through Jack's eyes?
I'm pretty sure I can. I'm pretty sure
Yes,
that's
you
part of
can.
the. Yeah.
Oh, you can see what he looks like.
That'd be
I will
interesting.
wait.
Okay. Then I'll go in our door, or I'll go closer to where our room is because I don't want to make it look like I'm. Well, dude, if there's a connection, I mean, I can go underneath shit. I can climb stuff, so I can go up the wall and go in like a vent or something if there's something like that. Yeah, I can be in our room. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
Using the spider stance.
Using Jack. No, Jack.
He has proficiency in stealth, right? Because he's a spider.
I have proficiency in not. Well, actually, yeah, it does. Stealth +4. It actually says right there.
Nice.
Skills stealth +4. Okay.
Don't roll a natural one.
Oh god, that's good. 19 +4, so 23.
Yeah, this guard is like just kind of. He's just been waiting here for about an hour now. He's just like staring off into space at this point. You just go right under him.
Awesome.
So you enter. It's a much bigger room than the one you're in. It seems to be like a suite.
Fancy fuck.
Sweet. I'm just gonna kind of stay closer to the walls too, just so I have I'm not in the middle of the room.
So as you're seeing through the spider, you don't see anyone standing. You see a figure laying in the bed.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna climb under the covers. Everybody's fucking nightmare fuel with spiders.
Also, as you make your way over to the bed, there seems to be shadows dancing in the mirror.
Dancing in the mirror.
There's a wall mirror. Every room has a mirror, and this one seems to be shadows emanating from it.
Okay. I note the creepy shadows. As a yeah, I mean, also I'm gonna try to get up on the bed, so I don't know if the bed would give me any kind of vantage, like a vantage point.
You can you can try to see into the mirror.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it a
So,
shot.
and the mayor is laying in the bed. It doesn't seem like he's asleep, but not awake either. He's just kind
Okay.
of there.
He would just be there. Swear to God, can I bite and poison this motherfucker?
Dwarves have resistant to poison.
Fucking dwarves.
Do it anyway. They'll still take the bite.
Yeah. What do I see specifically in the mirror?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right.
I guess this would be as yourself.
12.
So the mirror acts like a mirror, in the sense that it's reflecting the room. But you see there's shadowy figures that are not in this room, but are in the mirror.
Do they remind me of anything in particular, or
It's hard to see their forms.
Yeah.
They seem humanoid in shape, but you can't really make out any lasting details.
Sorry, trying to decide if a spider can break a mirror. I don't think that's gonna be a
I think
possibility.
you'd have to be really creative to do so.
Climbs up to the ceiling and like swings really, really hard on a piece of spider silk.
so? Yeah,
And
so
just
I'm gonna
stop.
try to get a look at what he looks like at least.
So-
So even if I have to climb up on a wall temporarily to look over.
So you're just trying to figure out the dwarf's appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he changed appearance or anything.
He did not change any appearance. He is a dwarf, and he a bit thicker, like he's eaten a lot. Has a very groomed beard. Black hair. He seems to be a bit, even though he's like fat, I should say. He seems
He's
to
well
not
fed.
be withered in a sense. Like he's malnourished.
Right, but and you said like his face is just kind of like blank, like his eyes are open and he's just laying there?
Yes.
Somebody's working through him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you leave your spider in there and just watch him to see what happens? How long can you see through your familiar's eyes?
You can
long as
see
he's
as long as you're
an
within
hour.
100 feet of him.
Oh yeah. I don't see a limit. Just
But
says
you do
100 feet.
sacrifice your own vision.
Right.
We're just having to carry around Jarek as if he's a lost child every time.
Right.
Yep.
Got it.
Hand on one of our shoulders as we're just walking.
He is multitasking, so that is fair.
Yep. Okay. Y'all don't have any way to contact me if I go do a thing, right?
No.
All I have is message, but you have to be within range, like within
Yeah.
view.
You don't have to be within view, you just have to pick a direction you think that Xaxis would be in.
Toward a key creature within range. Yeah, that's interesting.
How far away is the garden?
100 feet.
Perfect. I'm going to the garden while you wait.
You know what? Screw it. I'll join her. Maybe.
Yeah. Do I get to hand combat Hartham in my
You know
bunny
what?
slippers?
I'll do it this one time.
The funny thing is, I would think you would still win.
Oh, it's so good. It's gonna be great.
Xaxis? Yeah, probably.
So as
Unarmed
you
strike.
make your way to
+8.
the garden, you pass by a few of the other bathhouse goers who seem to be like exhausted and a bit bruised from a workout. You go outside to the small enclosed park area garden. My thing deleted. That's no fun. So a path weaves between a scattering of different trees, flower bushes, and some benches. You can see in the main section there is a pile of iron weights and different exercise equipment. You see
Sweet.
a bronze-skinned elf with this deep orange hair. And she's kind of just congratulating them for trying their best as they leave.
Are you gonna be starting another class soon?
And she looks at you now, like, oh, wow, you're big.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
You look perfect for what I have prepared.
Good. I think.
She kind of comes over and starts just massaging your muscles very flirtatiously.
Yeah, did, I, I, I don't like to be touched. I'm sorry.
Would you like to enter my contest?
Yes.
It'll be testing your constitution, strength, and dexterity.
Yes, and okay. I will try my best. And this is my friend here. My name is Xaxis, and this is Hartham.
She kind of looks a bit less excited looking at Hartham.
Hi.
He's very talented.
Thank you.
Well, I have a feeling that one of you will make this. For the winner, I have a special potion prepared. It will give you strength of a hill giant.
Hmm. My little cousins. That's really cool, actually.
So, for the first task, it'll be a test of constitution. We will be doing squats, and the one who lasts the longest will be the winner.
Orphan has gotta win this. He's going in full focus mode.
Like, yeah, we're totally fully rested and ready for this. Yes.
Okay. So, you all begin. Uh, Technically, you are challenging her too.
Okay. She's been doing this shit all day.
Alright.
She must be buff as fuck.
Oh yeah, she is very muscular,
I'm
very
just
athletic.
I'm just going to release my inner strength. Though I may look lanky, I am buff.
Buff under this fur, damn it. There's muscle.
Okay, so I need all of you to make a constitution check. Or both of you.
Alright,
Fuck, it's a
Constitution,
12.
here we go.
It was only the first one.
My-
Hold on.
Are we doing like
Oh, Jesus
burpees or
Christ.
just squats?
It just squats.
Give me a second, hold on. 20.
Hartham is really going at this.
I turned that 6 into a 20 with the magical luck of luck. I may be cheating, but it's also good.
I have adrenaline points to
Because
spend.
Want to waste all your adrenaline points for this one contest?
Absolutely.
we'll take a long rest after this.
Yeah.
We'll take a long rest after this, but still.
So
You'd
you
be
each
losing
make it
adrenaline
with
points,
flying
that's all
colors.
fine.
And now for the next set. You must all make a constitution check once again.
16. My dice are on fucking fire.
Another constitution check?
Yes.
Okay. 18. With
Wow.
a bid? Yep. 18 is good. 18 is fine. I'll stick it at 18.
So okay. So she begins to get a little bit tired too. But
I
then
bet.
she just pulls through. and you all pull through to the next round. You are much stronger than you seem to be, Rabbit.
His name is Hartham.
That's what I said. Are you ready for the last set?
Hartham's
Yes.
dead-faced. He's not even saying anything to her. He's just looking her
I'm
dead in the
pretty-
eye.
Yeah, I'm pretty frustrated with her right now. I'm the only one that's allowed to call him Rabbit.
You don't call my friend Rabbit. Only I do that.
His name is Hartham.
Roll your constitution checks.
15. I have great saving throws.
16, and then I'm going to add a bit of adrenaline to that. Give me just 1 second. Adrenaline's 1d6, correct?
Yes.
Got it. Hey, that is
21.
a 22.
I rolled I rolled a 21. I got adrenaline. I used my adrenaline. I got a 6 on that shit.
AP 22.
So using your adrenaline, you pull through.
Mm-hmm.
You have both completed the first round. 2 more rounds to go.
Just to warm up.
The next challenge will be a test of strength.
Hey, Hartham. You want to smack me between each round? To keep up my rage.
I would not give you that pleasure.
Fine.
That's a contest.
Okay, can I smack you?
Alright.
Never
If you
mind.
feel it's necessary.
No, I'll play fair.
Beautiful. So,
Yep.
you see that she ties 2 ropes to this tree that seems to be more alive than it would appear a normal tree would be.
Oh, good. We're gonna uproot a tree.
More like you're challenging the tree to a game of tug of war.
Do we hurt the tree if we win?
You will not hurt the tree.
Okay. Just making sure.
The rope will snap. Before
That's
that
good to know.
ever happens.
Okay. You say so.
Alright, who's going first? Are we or are we
So
both rolling on this?
There's 2 ropes. You can go at
Got
the
it,
same
got
time.
it. Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready? Alright.
This will only be 1 round.
You did not see that? That was definitely not what it was. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
looking at Foundry.
That's
So
20.
17. Use my last adrenaline point.
Nat 20.
That's
21.
awesome.
So, Xaxis, you might feel a bit jealous by Hartham at this point. As you're
Yeah.
pulling, you managed to succeed this round. Or this task. But you just see Hartham just rip that rope right off the tree.
Super impressive, Hartham.
Uh-huh.
Super, super impressive.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
Neither was I, but I told you, you can't underestimate Hartham.
Hartham is just like looking. It looks like Hartham's eyes are just like glazed over with hatred. It's just like. Now that you guys can notice it, it's just kind of like he's dead looking. He's just like, okay. Here we go.
So,
really
and
into,
you would gain a
competition.
adrenaline point from that natural 20.
Oh yeah, that's you, man.
gain more of a bonus.
I'm spending
More
them
adrenaline.
on-
More.
Now for the final task. It'll be a test of acrobatics.
It's gonna be great.
So she has the ropes again, and she is just swinging them back and forth. You may not touch the ropes and make it past. You have to make it past them without touching.
Okay. Xaxis is looking a little bit nervous at this point. So are we doing straight dex or I guess
It would
doesn't
be
matter.
acrobatics.
Another
Fuck!
net 20.
Oh my god.
Another net 20.
11.
So sadly, Xaxis, you go first, and you thought you would step where a rope wasn't, but then out of nowhere the rope just catches you off guard and you fall backwards.
Ow.
You will take some damage.
Yeah, uh-huh. Does the floor? Oh wait, no, we're outside. It's the ground. It doesn't matter. The grass. The grass also takes damage, right? Right. Okay. Right.
This would be a dirt area. You'll take 3 bludgeoning.
Ow. It's one
Spicy.
bad thing about being so tall.
And then, Hartham, you seeing how Xaxis have failed, you know all the places. You can see the pattern. And just a few rabbit hops. You make it to the other side.
I'm nimble on my feet.
And this elf is looking surprised. Well, we have a winner. It was not who I was expecting.
I'm just like sitting on a bench, like straight backed. I really need that chiropractor now.
I'm gonna try to see if I could get Xaxis back up just so she could join us in this last part of it.
I think something's out of place.
Well, I would hate to lose this, but it is now yours. And she will give you the potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Nice.
So she gave me the potion?
Yes.
Alright. Okay.
Now you'll be even boofier.
Mm-hmm.
Poofier.
Well,
Yep.
if you wish to partake in our special treatments here, just go inside. Speak to Ilmar.
And bring kind of a bit more liveliness to him. After winning the thing and getting the Hill Giant potion, he's going to just kind of like, just hey, thank you very much for this. I greatly I I think that this was a very fun time. Thank you for having me on this. Nice meeting you.
Uh,
And he puts out his hand and just kind of like,
she'll take it and give you a very hard squeeze.
he's going to try to like respond as well a little bit on that and just kind of like do the firmest handshake he can.
As she gives you a glare, as she breaks her facade almost. But then she regains it quickly, like, well, that was certainly exciting. Please go rest now.
Okay.
Also, get the fuck out of my
All
face.
right. Have a good day. Yeah. No.
Well,
Okay.
as we walk
Are we?
away, you're very competitive.
Hartham is immediately going to pull out that Hill Giant potion and then immediately try to like find the closest like pool of water or something, and then just drain it.
No, I could have used that.
Nobody gets to have it. Not even me.
I didn't
And
like them much.
you're already fine as you are. There's no need for that. We don't need
What
that.
if I needed to knock somebody extra hard on the noggin?
I believe
Big
you'll be able
old
to do it. Yeah, I believe that you can do it,
I was not expecting you to
as
waste
strong
it
as you
like
are
that.
already.
she wasn't very nice.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
You kind of
Didn't
get the
expect
Anyways,
it.
vibe
that's
from this
done now,
entire
so you
place.
know.
It's like a fake niceness.
Yeah, everybody's really fake.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get that adjustment. Do you want to join me?
And I'll hang it on the side, but this time I think I'm actually just gonna just stand off for that part.
Okay. I'm liking
You
this
alright?
place less and less, Silas. Yeah. This place is just that there's something wrong with these people who think that they need all of this to be fancy.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I mean, I understand etiquette is normally a nice thing to have. It's just sometimes being honest with people is definitely a bit better.
I can agree with that.
Just my own personal opinion on it, but other people are different. Anyways, I guess we hang out for part of the time then.
Yep.
Did you want to get your magical treatments?
I did. I wanted to get the adjustment and the massage.
Okay.
Hartham is just staying off on the side. He's not getting out of those.
So you go to the private treatment rooms, where this drow, Omar, will be waiting. Hello there. What can I help you
Hi.
with today?
I think I pulled something in my back. I I fell really hard, and it's been a rough week. This coming to Onyxia can be trying. I would like a massage and an alignment.
We can. Would you like a improvement on your flexibility?
Is it painful? I don't know if I can handle any more of that today.
It will not be painful.
Uh, yes.
I do an insight check on that.
Sure.
I like side eye Hartham. Like I definitely need an adjustment to my flexibility, so like I don't get my ass fucking beat in a
Let's
competition
see.
again.
All right, 17. How painful is it going to be again?
He was being truthful. It was not going to be painful.
Oh, okay, neat. Okay. So at
See,
least
one
he's being
second.
truthful, unlike the others.
Yeah. Why do I have leather armor in my inventory?
Why
It's
do you have
essential.
armor?
It's essential.
Oh. All
Hey,
right.
Are
so
you
What's
getting
it
rid
gonna
of the
cost?
the
What?
it will only cost something of. It would only come back. It would only last a year. And it would only cost some small token. You will not be getting it now.
You want to repeat that to me that in a way that makes sense?
Within a year, you'll be requested to provide a small token.
What
Of
is
good
that
faith.
small token?
I'm back in a year.
I pass. Thank you, thank you.
You do not want the treatment then.
Like, is the token of good faith just me coming back,
Yes.
or is it a sense of payment when I return?
The payment is your returning.
Hmm. Is this like a compelled thing? Like if I'm busy in a year and I just end up here?
It don't have to be exactly in a year.
So just within the next year.
Yes.
So if I came back in 2 weeks, does that fulfill it?
A bit longer.
Is this the same for massage? I'm just wondering. Alongside
The
So
massage
is
is
there
20
anything-
gold.
How much?
20 gold for the massage.
And
Okay,
that's
alright,
the
alright.
one that boosts my flexibility.
No, it'll be coming back within a year that will do that.
So I don't get the benefit now.
You'll be getting
I
the
mean, this
benefit
business.
now, and it'll be lasting you until you come back.
Okay, sure. 20 gold.
You don't need to pay 20 gold for this.
Okay.
That was just for the massage, that other stuff.
Okay. I do want to get the other stuff though. So it's 20 gold for the massage and the alignment.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's painful. Better be worth it, Silas.
So, about an hour or so of a really relaxing massage and just fixing your spine.
Oh. So nice.
You will now gain a +2 to your dexterity score.
Ooh.
Nice.
And?
Very nice.
Are you requesting an and?
No, but I'm just wondering if there was an and to that, and you're just admitting it.
I know, like her shadow
You're
just
just
stays in the
full of
room or
vicious.
something.
There's no
She
and.
walks away and her shadow's still laying there on the bed.
Do.
It's so good. You know, it may have been worth it, Hartham.
You don't see any negative effects.
20 gold for massage and a treatment. Okay.
Do you have
You
anything
know
that
what?
makes you stronger?
We can boost your intelligence if you want.
Hmm.
We use specialized magics to enhance what is already there.
It's brain power. Okay. Could I get the same thing as her?
Sure.
We really should bring Jarek here.
Jarek's currently spying on the fucking target.
Yeah, but you can do that from here.
That next time that
You
this
could just
happens,
pretend
I'm
you're
bringing
blind.
Duncan here just so you can waste his money as well.
Yeah. But you could just pretend you're blind, which you technically would be.
Technically, you could do this. You don't need a seed to get a massage.
It would be nice to
Mm.
see to get as well as you getting
You
massage.
could turn into a monk with this shit. Oh my god, can I multi-class
wait,
into
hold on.
monk?
Well, it requires concentration to be able to see through the thing to begin with, right? Would that ruin his concentration?
Just has to be within 100 feet, I think. I don't think it's
Yeah, there's no
concentration.
Yeah, I don't think it's
concentration.
concentration.
Oh, okay, neat. I just wanted to make sure on that. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
it was.
I don't think it is. It's a ritual, or yeah.
The only
Alright,
cost
so
there
it's
is
almost
him
got it,
not being
okay.
able to use his sight.
Right.
Alright,
So while
alright.
Hartham gets
That's done.
his treatment started, I'm gonna go get Jarek.
Alright, time to waste 20 gold.
And you get a +2 to your dex.
Jarek. You just like bust in the room. Jarek.
No,
So now I'm at +6 in dex.
scared the shit out of me.
You gotta come. How are you in +6?
Hey.
That's crazy. Oh, it can go over.
Yeah, it
Oh
can
wait,
go
+6
over.
for the saving throw. +6 for the saving throw, and then afterwards,
Oh.
+4 for the modifier.
The
That's what I
+2,
follow on that.
the +2 to your stat can go over your maximum.
Fuck, where's
Yep,
the plus
alright.
strength?
You could got plus strength.
Oh, I could be super, super wacky. Okay, Jarek. You gotta come do this.
Holy shit! You scared me. I'm doing our goddamn job. Where have you
I
guys
know.
been?
Trust me. Just put your hand on my shoulder and follow me. Do you have 20 gold on you?
Do I have 20 gold on me? This trinket right here alone is worth 20 gold.
Good. We're
I'll
gonna.
smack one of the jangly things on my shelf.
He goes ding a ling a ling because it was his ex cat's collar. Sorry.
What happened to it? That's my concern.
He got hungry. He will eat his followers.
Hate it.
Okay, so I will Jarek's hand on my shoulder. I will lead him to the massage as Hartham is getting his. You gotta get a massage because it just trust me. It's just it feels amazing, and you feel all like, super flexible afterwards.
Okay, Jesus.
Just
I
in the
just
distance,
want you to know.
Oh my god.
Feels so good.
Oh god, what is going on?
I just want you guys to know I've actually been working and I've got interesting information after this touchy-feely session of goodness or whatever.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, he
This
does
is
it.
so weird. What is going on?
So worth it. You just have to give up your firstborn
Oh.
child.
Well, the good news is if I don't like what I have to do, we could just murder this guy.
Don't say that to him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not as loud. Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet. I swear to God, every now and then the voice I'm trying to do ends up as Bill Clinton. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck that happened.
All right, so Jarek's in line.
Okay. So, Jarek, what stat did you want to change?
Change?
Increase, change. You can all like change your race, gender, appearance in any way.
Wait, what?
Oh, that would be so fucking cool.
Like permanently?
I could be like the gnome that taught me common. Oh.
Wait, is this like
Oh
Is
yeah,
this
be
like
proficient on it, okay.
Magical stuff.
did we just buy a character reoptimization token? Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
Like I just went to the EA store and spent money on a loot box that gave me a character
So good.
reoptimization.
It's
Hey,
only
if you
20
want
gold.
to.
So hold on. So let me get this straight. I can wait. Do we all have the option to basically change our characters' everything, like race and?
You may change your race, appearance, and or you can increase a stat by 2.
How long does this last?
He said for a year.
For a year. So effectively the campaign for the most part.
Basically.
Because the last fucking like 3 months has been fucking like 3 days or something stupid. So it seems as if I'd have to think about that. So
What's really funny is in like y'all's campaign on Wednesday, it's been like 3 days and 9 sessions.
well, okay, all right. So appearance. Go over the options one more time.
You may so whatever about your character, appearance wise, you can change, or you can
Okay.
boost your ability score by 2.
Man, Sim's really missing out.
Or.
And or.
And
So
Duncan.
Just
we'll
depends
just
on
say
how much gold you want to dump, I'm guessing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll dump all the gold. So the reason I'm saying this is because Jarek, I feel like, as much as he's been, and I've mentioned this to you too, Silas. Like he has a regret of not like doing anything, for like he's kind of served himself for 100 years or whatever it is. So it would be interesting to.
You can also wish for your youth.
Well, I think he would wish to turn into something else that like I think the idea for him of starting new is kind of enticing because it kind of goes in line with what he wants, like where he wants to go. So I'll pay this gentleman whatever he wants.
If you want both treatments,
All of it. I'm gonna do all of it. How much can I get for 250 gold? 246 gold.
I will say it will cost 60 gold.
Okay, all right, yeah.
If you
I'll
want
easily
to
pay for it.
change your race, appearance, I guess race and appearance would go together, and then a ability score.
Am I the most broke person in this party? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, how did you
wait,
get so broke?
you have 240. Xaxis,
I
how
had
much do you have?
240. I have 200
You
now.
have 240?
Well, you probably missed the
I have
session where everyone
137.
was dividing up the loot.
That may be.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we just didn't tell you got that share of gold.
But you do have a golden fucking goat to sell.
Well, why not just put everybody at the
But I'm
same,
using
like
that for
240?
storage.
If there's something more he wants to do and he can't afford it, I don't know.
He's got a golden goat and we have platinum.
Okay.
Like raw
You also
platinum to
have
sell.
those moonstone goblets that you can sell.
Yeah, we still have those. I have a drinking horn of platinum. I have a diamond. So I think I might save that for our spellcasters.
I am 100% going to change my race. Can I do that in D&D Beyond or just say that I look like it?
You can do whatever you feel like.
Okay. Then I'm going to change it because I think he would always wanted to have been an elf.
Wow.
Well, like he's like he feels, I think being and I don't know how Hartham feels like that playing like a certain whatever Hartham's character, but I think he feels like, at least for him, being what he looked like, he was kind of pigeonholed as being able to do certain things. So I think he would want to be like a normal fucking bipedal creature, that doesn't have to live next to the water. The only question is how is that going to change? Now it's going to be an elf poking. I might have to do a water elf of some
You can
sort.
do a sea elf.
You're not going to have any AC. Your AC is going to fucking
It's going to tank like a motherfucker. Yeah, that's all natural AC from my shit.
Your AC is going to take a fucking shit.
Oh boy. Well, at least you have leather armor for him.
Oh man.
He's a sword. He's a warlock.
Yeah.
Leather armor.
Can warlocks wear leather armor? Oh yeah, they can, can't
At
they?
least
I think light armor.
Yeah.
Light armor. Yeah, they can do light armor.
Well, I've got the armor.
So I drop a couple points, but yeah. So for sure, Jarek is going to he's going to see this as an opportunity, given what this guy's promising. He's already given his life to one fucking evil entity.
And you're blind, you can't even see yourself.
He's already given his life to one evil entity. He doesn't give a fuck. In his opinion, he'll probably be dead in the next year anyway, given the way this group's going. So he's fuck it. Last year of my life, I'm gonna make myself look beautiful. And that's what he's gonna do.
So if you have a description in mind, I guess.
You know what? I have rough estimates of stuff, but nothing concrete. That's something I could probably give you between this session and next.
So probably you'll just look bandaged up for now.
Okay.
And then next session, I guess you can have that.
Yeah, and it may pop into my head while we're even playing too. I'm not sure. My brain is fucking scattered all over the place.
I was not
all the time.
I was not expecting this to happen, really.
Hey, I think it's a great idea personally. I mean, I think it's a really cool idea.
So you've just been infused with a whole bunch of transmutation magic.
Sweet.
And you were doing the seal, right?
I'm not sure. I'm looking at yeah, so what would I not be able to do? That's a humanoid. So I'm looking at water genasi and sea elf or just a normal elf.
You can also be a triton.
Right.
So a sea elf is its own separate thing, I believe, in Monsters of the Multiverse.
It is, yeah. You know what? He might just want to break away from the whole elf, the whole sea thing in general.
Okay. I guess we can take a small break right now.
Yeah.
And we can decide things. So
I might just do a ladrin. Like I don't. I think if we're gonna do a full transformation, I think he would. Yeah, he would have done what like he wanted to do, not what made sense to me. You know.
Okay, stream is back.
He wanted to do, not what made sense.
Awesome. All right, I have leather armor if you want it. It's not fancy, but it's armor.
Yep, I'll take it.
Technically can't have it in here, but when you got
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. That's
When we
true.
go back.
Wait, that does raise a question. Since he, Jarek, were you wearing clothes before?
Oh, wow. I've never had to wear clothes before. That's what they look like. How
You
strange.
can't see shit. You are still blind.
Oh, right. I can't see anything still. Am I naked?
He doesn't have the shell, so yeah.
Technically,
You have a robe on.
I feel naked. Like, I don't. This is weird.
technically you,
How's
you are
the
still
robe?
bandaged.
Oh, yeah.
Bandaged.
Right.
Right.
So bandage all over the entire body. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, you're gonna look so handsome.
We're into
Not
the
that you
new
didn't
world.
What happened to all his trinkets?
It would just be a pile of junk in the corner.
The
Junk.
fish. I
Hold
gave him
on,
a
junk.
fish. I gave him a shiny fish.
I'm gonna have to.
You
So
make
it doesn't
all
really.
junk out of all them treasures.
Oh, like the cloak of the cloak of many patches or whatever. You can have a cloak of random trinkets.
Yeah.
It was like,
Let's see.
behold my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Have you all noticed something strange going about here?
Is this Seth?
No, this is Ilmar, the
Oh,
drow.
Ilmar.
By the drow.
Oh, okay.
He was doing the treatments.
Oh,
What do you mean by that?
He was the one who performed them.
No, I'm asking Ilmar.
Oh,
Just what do you mean by that?
the owners of this place are not who they seem.
you know, I thought she was a little weird. So, fuck. I'm gonna insight check this guy. I don't do this, but before I open my mouth, I'm actually gonna like stop and thunk.
Use that big brain of yours.
Oh, a 13. That's not too bad.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
He seems kind of hesitant to tell anyone what he's about to tell you.
Okay, so look, there's a lot of strange things going on, and not just here, but we followed somebody who very bad person, but it's not just him that's a bad person. They're pretending to be him in like in his body.
I was talking about the workers here, but
Well,
Well, we
maybe
have
they have
seen a
something to
few
do with
weird
each other.
things. It's almost kind of like some. I'm wondering if it's something like weirdly infectious
Body
going on.
snatchers.
Maybe it's just I don't know. They do seem to be acting odd.
Oh, okay.
I will agree with you on that.
What so the fake smiles and the fake niceness are not the norm.
well, he kind of seems to be like paranoid, looking around, making sure he's not being heard. I had a friend here who was gone missing.
How long ago?
10 years.
10 years?
That does not
Was it a woman?
align with the Vermilion.
You-
I know
Okay,
what you're doing.
okay, I was like,
We're both over here like notes.
I can see it. It's somewhere in here.
8 years ago, the mine
Alright.
collapsed.
do you know? So was it a woman? I'm just wondering.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Could I ask about her name, maybe? If you don't mind me asking?
I have it here, but I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. Silvari.
Sorry, okay. Alright. Alright. I don't think I've heard of the name, unfortunately, but
She was
I just...
a priest to a archfey of beauty.
Hmm.
And then
Okay.
one day she disappeared. And then these 3 elves took over the place.
So they weren't here before, okay.
She was Faye?
She was an elf. So yes,
Like me.
like you are now.
Yes.
So,
So weird to say that.
I do have to ask, why... Who gave them the right to own this business when you were the sole provider of it to begin with? Did you allow them to? Or just
I did not work
it's
here.
throwing off a bit. Okay.
I've only been here a few months.
Okay.
What have you noticed exactly?
Illusion magic on almost
So-
all of the workers.
Right. So they're all
Do you know
Maybe-
what a hag is?
maybe they're all butt ugly.
Yes.
A hag.
What
yes,
what
that was my mother-in-law.
what fucking real life comes into
Wait.
D&D.
Excuse me? Are you being serious, Jack?
It was a long time ago. I don't talk about it.
Well, what happened to
Nobody-
your wife? You know what? We'll get
Nobody-
back to that.
Nobody likes
is-
to talk about turtles banging. It's kind of weird.
Excuse me?
It's not-
Let's
it's not
change the
weird.
subject back.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so we do know that they're like, alright, sorry, boys. So we do have some evidence of our own that something suspicious with illusion magic is going on in few odd areas. So far we've been trying to figure out what has been going on over at another town, in which there was an accident about 8 years back. However, it had been prosperous around 10 years ago. We thought that, just me asking, I was just trying to figure out if there might have been relation to that. Do you know if this person went a bit farther up north, or did she just completely disappear? Was there anything that you could find?
Last known location was here.
Hmm.
Is
So
there a
taking into
basement?
account that, and that the person that we have been following along the side of that, there might be a connection there. Whether or not it's actually true is something that we have to figure out on our own accord. But regardless, I do have to admit that there is definitely something off that just cannot be put away from the mind.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of weird people that are acting happy here. It's not normal. I've never seen this many happy people in my life.
People lie, but then again, it's still very just... It's almost a bit too unsettling. I do have to agree on that part.
What was your name again, sir?
My name is Ilmar.
Ilmar. Why don't you go ahead and tell us everything you've noticed since you've worked here?
Did you start working here to try and find out what happened to your friend?
Yes, I am being watched almost constantly, so this is a risk I am taking.
I,
Hmm.
Okay, so what else? What else has been happening?
We don't look like it, but we're quite powerful adventurers.
Some people that visit here return. And they are not who they once were.
What happens?
They return old, unnaturally old. Or maybe all their strength has been drained.
So why do they keep coming back then if they know that's going to happen? What is in it for them?
Trying
Hold
to
on,
fix
hold
it.
on. Wait, do you know what this transformation process does exactly, or were you just taught it?
This is my job here.
It's your job here. Okay, but then again, when did you learn about this? I'm just trying to piece things together for a second, and I'm just trying to make sure
When
that
I began to work here. A few
when you
months
began
ago.
to work here, so they taught you that then?
Yes.
We're all fucked.
Fine.
Might have been good to know before.
I cannot risk
Okay.
knowing.
Well, so what does that happen? What happens with us now? We're gonna have to come back within a year? Is that why you told us that? Because we're gonna be compelled to?
You won't be compelled, but I don't know how to break whatever might happen to you.
Oh, well, it's a new quest, everybody. We need to break it. Or make it permanent so we don't have to deal with the repercussions.
All right.
Right after we find our I have news about our target. We could talk about that later.
Just whatever you do not reject it. The gift that you were given.
Well, I'm not going to reject it. This is going to be amazing.
What? The. Oh my god, these pickles bite so bad.
Death by Pickles, episode 2.
Yep.
Mhm.
What treatment is it that these people get that they're not the same when they come back? The one we just went through, right?
Similar to yours, but
Please tell me
sometimes
you didn't do the same thing.
They reject the gifts they were given, then it backfires.
I'm wondering if it specifically has to do with a physical appearance change. Maybe it's more effective on their own physical appearance afterwards if they do change back.
But the
Or
people
attempt
that
to.
return don't know where they are.
So Jarek asked a good question. Do you have a basement? Or rooms that you're not allowed to be in?
There's an old building in the back. It seems to be a shrine of some sort.
A shrine? Are you allowed to go there?
No, it is abandoned.
I doubt it. From our experience.
If I attempted to even investigate, I would be killed.
Have you noticed weird things in mirrors?
Mirrors. It is said they connect to the mirror realm.
Mirror realm. The fuck does
There's a
that
realm
mean?
for that?
Yeah, why is there a realm for mirrors? Is there a realm for toothpaste?
Wait, okay, I would assume that this is probably on the Feywild plane, isn't it? Or some other kind of plane.
Of course it is.
Unless it's its own realm. There's a mirror? Excuse me? Anyways. Disregarding that and ignoring what I'm just thinking about at the moment.
I am no expert in what that may entail, but I have heard rumors.
Okay. Alright. So, what I can recommend at the moment, right now, is, especially considering that you've now just talked to us about this, First, is there anything else that you could possibly give us along the lines of that, other than what you have just given us?
Information I do not have.
Wait, what happens once you're in
Okay.
the mirror realm? What can be done there?
I've never been there.
Have you heard rumors, myths, whispers from a fucking mouse? Anything?
The myths and rumors I've heard is that it is an unseen world.
Alright, and then secondly, where are your belongings?
Your belongings?
No, yours.
It would be in my room.
Alright. So at this moment, beginning from right now, we all move together, not entirely as one, but a fairly close amount. You can grab your stuff, and we'll get you out of here.
He
We don't,
will
no warning, no anything. Just we all leave.
he will move one of the tables where the treatment was done, and underneath is a false panel. And stashed there, he has a silvered short sword and crossbow with some bolts and a spell scroll of greater restoration.
All right.
You may take what you need.
Do you know
Hey,
where Do you know where they bring our confiscating weapons to?
It would be in the trunk
um,
where you stored them, or the lockers where you stored them.
Got it. Right. Okay. All right. We'll have to make a short trip there then. Oh, you be careful on your own. We'll be there. We'll be back in just a bit.
You will not be
I
able
agree.
to. You will not be able to really take your stuff within the lounge or throughout the Restful Lily.
Then we check out.
You may take these.
Oh,
um,
sorry, I'm putting some stuff together. Hold on. Y'all do you.
hey, hey guys, you know, it doesn't really seem all that bad now if we have to kill half this place. If they're all hags, it might actually be kind of a rough fight.
No. They can't all be hags. How you you mentioned hag, but who's the hag?
The three elves. Zirza, Morgana, and Greensong.
What was the first name? I'm sorry.
There's a.
Zirza, the bronze elf. Morgana, the pale blue. And then Greensong, you haven't seen.
I want to quickly check around the room for a minute, if I can. See if there's
Why don't
any
we have
cracks
anybody
for
with fucking a dispel magic?
Is there any cracks around the room? I'm just wondering for a quick minute.
What for?
Um, just to see if there's any nooks and crannies where people might have able to see through.
Oh, like
Oh, like to
the
spy on the room.
Yeah, spy on the room.
there would be no like peeking holes.
Just making sure on that. All right.
If we check out, would we be able to get all of our stuff back?
Yes. You may freely leave with all your belongings.
Okay. How would you be able to get out with your items?
I cannot leave.
No, why not?
What?
Part of the employment.
Fucking contracts.
So what I'm hearing is, and this is out of character. So what I'm hearing is this is some Hotel California shit.
I have no clue what you just said.
I
Hotel
said,
California shit.
yeah, this is some Hotel California shit. Where
We
once
got
you
the
enter
place being
Hotel
run by
California,
hags, which are
where
fucking like fae.
which make themselves appear to be like beautiful women, and so
Yeah.
they're living it up at the Hotel California.
Yep.
Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Any time of year, you may find it here.
Yeah.
Isn't this fun?
But you can never ever
Live it up
leave.
in the Hotel California.
The saddest
Alright.
version of that song ever. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
That's
current
like that's
mood.
suicide shit. Well,
Alright.
so I would pull everybody aside and let everybody know like this doesn't really change
No.
what we came here to do. What it does is makes it even worse in the sense that like we now have an even greater reason to bring this place down.
Yeah, but we still have to get our stuff to be able to do that. We have a crossbow. Is it just a crossbow or is it a hand crossbow?
It's a hand crossbow.
So I'm gonna go over to the corner then and get all my trinkets, and I'm gonna grab my book, the one I asked you about. And so I can still do things. It's my journal. It's gonna be very different now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my fish.
Well, you still have your patch, right?
Yes, it's just you know, they're used to seeing another creature that's, you know, potentially aquatic, and I'm not, obviously. Not that you can see me. I know what I look like. I'm fucking beautiful.
I bet you are.
You should get the picture I sent you too, by the way, Silas.
Yes.
Okay. But so what do we want to do? Let's. I have a my Jack has been. I know where we need to go.
Are you still looking through your spider?
Yeah, because I still can't see anything.
Alright, I do have a question. Do you know exactly where the office where this contract would be at?
There is a small tower
Okay.
near the shrine.
Alright. Do you think that oh, Jarek, do you think that you'd be able to direct Jack over there? Maybe, just maybe. And see if there's a chance that you could either acquire or chew through the contract, or maybe burn it.
Sure. Can you give me a good explanation of where it is? Or description, not explanation. That doesn't make sense.
Don't think you can burn these things.
No.
They're protected by magic.
Hmm. He thinks that
Yeah.
magic would be able to be burned by magic, so I guess that's where we'll have to go next. We have a chance to. Yes. Okay. Alright, regardless, Jack, you're gonna be up on this. I myself don't have any magical fire. But that doesn't mean that you can't do an alternative for this.
I say we just go over there and we break into the. We need to check out the shrine anyway, and then we just break into the tower.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in the room where Jack is?
Yeah. What do I see still?
So what you see is one of the shadows from the mirror begins to grow darker as a shadowy large figure steps out of the mirror. It doesn't seem humanoid at all, as it seems almost like a deer-like head with giant antlers and just a shadow of this outline, and then it just crawls back into the mayor's body.
Fucking knew it, body snatchers! Fucking knew it!
No shit. I'll relay that to everybody.
This you're giving me stress.
I know. But
No. You guys don't understand. You're giving me stress, Silas. I can't tell if this is something minor or something major.
The answer is
everything.
yes.
Fuck you, Silas.
Well, I say we go do what we came here to do.
Is the mayor on the move?
Nope. He might. He'll get out of bed, but he doesn't leave the room.
Is he under order of the fucking hags?
You don't know.
So, do we go visit our friend the mayor first, or do we go do the rogue's job?
Can we, Jarek, can you retract Jack for us, and then,
Before you do
I
leave,
bring Jack to us, and then you just have a pair of eyes that you can be able to properly walk around with for the moment.
so before the spider does leave, he will go over to one of his bags that he brought, one of the larger ones, and he takes out a bloody bag. And
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's that, Brad Pitt?
It's almost like his jaw unhinges. And he takes out a large just sack of meat and starts consuming it.
It's not a pig, is it, Silas?
Remember the wife that went missing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
never found her.
Here, I've got a. There we go.
Thanks for the gift.
I got a gift for you guys.
So
Good.
that's probably where we're gonna end this tonight.
No, I want to kill the fucker, but I'm so beautiful
Oh.
too, so it makes me happy.
That's fair.
Damn.
Yeah, dang.
Well, now we definitely shouldn't feel bad about killing the son of a bitch, as he's literally eating his dead wife.
No, this was
No,
the wife
this
of the
was
people,
the
the
person
person
he
that was
kidnapped.
rescued in the.
Oh, that person. Yeah. Okay, I forgot about that.
Did he eat his wife and kids, Silas? He ate his
I'm
wife and
taking the
kids.
side of this, yes. Okay.
We never. That was the question that I had. Was where's the wife and kids? He fucking ate them.
He needs meat.
Any guess of what type of creature he is?
And Silas said that he was fat too. Son of a bitch.
And also withered
don't-
at the same time.
Yeah, fat and malnourished.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't look at D&D creatures all that often.
Oh, it's not a D&D
A
creature.
Wendigo?
Oh, it's not?
It is a Wendigo.
It's a Wendigo.
Was
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Wendigo. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yep, because just eating people, it
Okay,
being a
so if we
portion of
just
people.
barge in there,
so-
we kill Goblin Dude at the front, at the door. Well, fuck, if we kick in the
What-
door.
So that does raise a question then. Who's the bigger problem, the Wendigo or the hags? Supposed hags.
Well, we kill both of them.
So
kill
there's
all of
three
them.
hags.
Hags first, that
There's
might
3 hags
eliminate
and
the
a
Wendigo as
Wendigo.
well.
I would
It's
see
a
what-
coven of hags, guys. Totally metagaming right now. That is a coven of fucking hags.
It is
I
a
don't-
coven.
Yeah.
So
That's some serious shit. We're level 4. We haven't had a long rest
Level
in like
5.
17 days.
Oh Jesus. Wait,
Wait, what?
5?
You're level 5.
No,
Oh wait,
not
yeah,
level
right.
4.
yeah, we are
Wait.
four.
Oh,
One.
we're 5. I am 5 here. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, whoops. Forgot about
Whatever.
that. Okay.
We're level 5.
We're level 5, we're still scared.
be.
Yes. A Wendigo and a coven of hags.
Well, so I think what we do, honestly, is we have two goals at this point, right? So we kill the target that we came here to kill because he's obviously a problem. We leave. We can probably leave out the window or
we
get
need
out
to
of
get
there.
our shit.
Well, that's fine. So we can do all that, but then we can always come back. But we need to get this guy because if we engage with the hags first, then he could just get away. So we
But-
need to kill this guy first.
Wait.
Well, no, we have
So like
to-
the average time for people to clean hotel rooms is like hours after you leave, right? So let's say we go, we check out, we get our shit. Before we leave, we unlock the window and open it to that room. We immediately walk around, come back in the window, get back in with all of our shit, and we just kick down his door, we kill him, and then we exit through the window so we don't have to deal with the hags right away. Because fuck, would Xaxis know that?
Well, no. So the hags, like, I have half my health in one spell slot.
Yeah.
So we don't have I personally don't have the ability to hang with hags, and I've got 11 AC, and that's going to be a problem.
Okay,
Until I
and
get
another
some
problem as well. Another problem as well. This guy just spilled his guts on the floor about him being
Yeah,
very weirded out about the people around, and he's very worried about trying to get out. However, he can't get out, and we don't know where the last hag was, so it could be a multitude of things as to
You-
where she was. Even though we couldn't see any kind of like hiding spot or anything, we could have been heard. So if we leave now, there's a chance that this guy might just end up dead or missing.
right. No, we can't leave. Like, we definitely. You know what would be
Yeah.
really fucking useful right now is
Hmm.
that fucking magical book.
Yeah.
You know how useful that would be right now. Like, we could
Holy
just put him in
Christ.
the book, and then fucking just to be like, we'll come right back. Carry the book around and then take care of everything, and then.
Well, Duncan's not going to be here for a fucking month.
Neither. Well, actually, no. It's Duncan. Yep. Okay. And then I don't know what Sam is doing either in terms of at this moment if he would be with us or if he would technically still be gone.
I have no clue.
He had his own. Yeah, he said he had his own shit to do.
Well, the thing is though is that I was going to join Sam on that.
Oh, gotcha.
So going on with the timeline here, if we did along on the side, and then coming back with Hartham, then I guess Sam still has a choice to stay outside or go inside and suffer with us on that part.
Are we allowed to have visitors in our
That
rooms?
is annoying.
I mean, no one said you can't.
Did we sign a contract when we got into this
No.
place? Just wondering. Okay.
You paid gold to enter.
Paid gold to enter. That's it. Got it.
Do we
Okay.
have to pay
All right.
gold to
Nice.
leave, Silas?
It's a
Can we? Can,
a
can we
cancellation fee.
It's a rich place. What do you expect?
Can we kill the mayor, and then burn the fucking place down? Like get the guy out of there and then just burn it to the ground. Just
But we
fucking
also
scorch
have-
earth.
But there's other people inside the building with them as well.
Okay, so
I don't know if Jarek would care, but I'm sure you guys do.
I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a bit of a concern.
So we're allowed to leave.
Yeah.
So there's no reason that somebody can't leave. Go to
Mhm.
or not Hartham's, I'm sorry, go to Duncan's place, get the book. Come back. And then we at least would have the book. Of course, that is what the mayor is after.
Well, we don't want to bargain for the book though either. I mean, not
Well,
bargain
no,
for
it's
the book,
just
but I
it,
mean, like,
but oh, you know what? Maybe we can use it as bait.
but there's also the chance of us losing the book on top of that, and we also don't know where the book is to begin with, given the fact that
Yeah, we do.
Duncan
Yeah.
never told us.
You know where it is.
Yeah, I put it in a box to hide it from
I thought it was
Vision
Duncan
in his
that did
house.
that. But okay. All right.
No, we did not.
All right. I thought it was just Duncan that did that. For a moment. I might be wrong then. I guess. Okay. Dang.
Yeah. No, I purchased the lead boxes or whatever.
Right. Okay. Got it. Okay. So, yeah, I guess that gives us a few options on top of that then.
Well, so depending on what happens, what I can do is put the spider in there. We could see when he's like resting or whatever potentially, and then just kill him in his sleep. And then
But I think the Wendigo spirit leaves his body.
okay,
Like we could kill the body.
Yeah, but the soul is separate.
Yeah. If we kill the body and break the mirror, does anybody know anything about this creature? In game.
no, I don't think I.
You might be able to make a Arcana check.
I'm great at those. 1 second. 15.
15. You know
It's a natural 14 on the die.
you know the legends of man-eaters. Those who become desperate sometimes become cannibalist. But the spirit of a Wendigo, you might think that has to do with some sort of along the same lines as demonic possessioning.
Would I know if breaking the mirror would prevent it from coming?
The mirror is unrelated.
Just using it as a means to
Well, the mirror acted like a gate almost. So if you broke the mirror but left the Wendigo on the other side, might trap him that way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Does that mean that the mayor is dead?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
No, there was just a husk at the moment and left traumatized.
Yeah. Can you imagine like coming out of some strange, weird coma and finding out you ate your fucking family?
Yeah, I think
Not his
even
family, but still, then again, like, sweet Christ.
I think it's better just for him. Like even if we could trap the Wendigo in the room, I think it's better for him to just fucking end his miserable
Yeah,
existence
yeah.
at this point anyway. And
I
we
wouldn't
can
wanna
feed
live
we
with that
can feed him to
knowledge.
my fish friends.
Okay. Though we haven't earned it entirely, well, maybe not. We may have earned it. I did come up with a group idea, like a group name idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
If you didn't see the thing on there, I was saying like the burning Jason.
Where's that at? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, because the Jason is a flower, technically, and supposedly by a few things just on the internet, I didn't know exactly if it was true or not. It's a representation, or it's supposed to be like a representation of justice, uh, depending on some people. So going along
Interesting.
with that, seeing as how we're all fairly different in terms of how we judge what is the correct decision in different things, I thought that would be an interesting game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we definitely are
Our
totally
senses of
different.
justice are all like, oh boy.
Yeah, Jarek's kind of, I don't know if I would consider him lawful evil, but he's definitely on the evil scale. It's hard to play that type of a character in a group, because you're always like at odds with almost everybody. Like nobody really plays. So I'm trying to play Jarek in the sense where he's like, you obviously know like something's wrong with him, but like he's not a murder hobo. Like I'm trying not to go that
Oh, yeah,
direction,
of course.
But
Mhm.
like if there's a situation where he can kill a covenant of hags and a fucking Wendigo by burning a building down, or at least like getting them out of there so that they can be like chased
Like the
outside of this
justify
place.
the means, yeah.
Right. Like he's definitely not yeah, I think he would assume most people would get out of there, but he wouldn't know that for sure, right? So he would take that risk and just be like,
Just alright, sounds like a good idea. It would save a lot of people in the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
definitely, I think a lot of people would, like a lot of people would like that kind of stuff would like they'd feel guilty, but I don't think Jarek ever would.
Yeah, I think that Hartham himself is more of he has no specific idea what to do in the situation, but he does feel that like confronting them about it, or at least bringing some form of enforcement onto the hags, where they have to do something about both us and their system, to the point where it would change um what the outcome ends up to be. If they're doing this for malicious purposes, then of course, yeah, they're going to probably die by their hand. If they're doing it because they feel like, okay, it's not going to be too big of a thing, it's just going to be like something that we do once in blue moon, or something just to kind of like keep our power and cheat others out in a fair way, then it's like, okay, that's definitely messed up, and we
Yeah,
don't
but
want
there's
you
people
here, so
leaving
we're
that
just
are
going to
like,
force you out.
but there's people that are
There's,
coming back like husks of themselves.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
definitely
exactly.
draining something. They're definitely getting something out of it, right?
And then
Oh yeah,
people
of
going
course,
missing, like that
definitely.
dude's friend, Eaton.
Oh no, that was like like a multitude of families um around Marion and Vermilion. So
Yeah, and the only
that's
reason this
definitely
asshole
something
would
that's
come here is if he was working with them, or at
hmm
least knew them.
yeah.
But what's their end goal?
That
Are they just so
does
totally selfish? Is it just a selfish thing, or is it like because we also have
preservation of
the
life maybe, but then again, that's like
but at
it's
the same
yeah,
time
I
there's
don't know.
also that weird Fey portal at the Scarlet Sash. Because weren't we
Mhm.
confronted by somebody for the Scarlet Sash when we first got into town?
Yes.
Yeah,
They said that it
which has
was
been getting
growing more
worse.
powerful.
Yeah.
I got a beautiful idea.
Uh-oh.
All right, you guys ready? So, um, do you guys remember or possibly know about. I don't know if we ever told you about it, but do you guys remember the Nothic around the beginning?
Probably
That
not.
We
the
could
word
bring
sounds familiar.
we can bring the Nothic into this area maybe and see if it will resolve itself.
No, I don't have it in my notes.
So the
Yeah.
Nothic was a creature that was looking for the book, the mansion book, in the
Gotcha.
very first session,
Mm.
and
And
then
it's just like all willy nilly out there somewhere.
once you all went into the portal, it went with you, and then he just kind of stayed there.
So if we can convince the Nothics that there's more magic outside in this specific room that's just like outside the portal, we might be able to create utter chaos without also creating a huge problem for us on the end.
Are you
Or at
trying
least
to
an
It will
get?
ally to
definitely,
fight with us.
Are you trying to get the Nothic to
yeah,
fight with you?
yes.
Well, I mean,
Whether or not if he knows it.
the hags are very, very magical. So if that's what he wants, like this whole place is covered in illusion magic. What did Nothics do? Do they like absorb magic or?
They are driven mad by lost knowledge of themselves. They
But
usually
also,
are what is ever left after a powerful wizard or spellcaster gets cursed, and they are just driven bad or mad by what they lost.
so we could try and see if we could convince the Nothic that these hags are withholding lost knowledge from the world, and so then again, that would bring them to our side. Whether or not if it's a lie, I don't know if they do have lost knowledge and they're using it as a way to gain power over the entire area. It would be a good option, if
How
not
self-aware is
just
the
like a
Nothic?
side option. Fairly self-aware from what we understand. It can't talk, but it can understand us, and it can also be able to communicate with us depending on if we are able to like telepathically communicate with it or message it.
It can talk, you just didn't know its language.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
we just don't
Jarek
exactly
has
know its language.
message.
Yep.
Um, I don't know
Oh
if
wait,
that breaks
Jarek,
language barriers.
Don't you also have that item that can let you be able to
I do
speak a
have
different language
the
or understand?
Tiara of Comprehend Languages.
Yeah, the Tiara of
Ah,
Comprehend Languages. Who had that again? Was that
That
Sam
was
or
yeah,
I
that's
Jarek.
thought?
Jarek.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, yeah, so it was Jarek, alright.
I like this plan because maybe if Jarek is able to understand the Nothic and vice versa, then just saying there's a there's a group of 3 hags here and a Wendigo might trigger it. Like it might have more knowledge about it than we do. Because I, out of game, know how dangerous a fucking coven of hags is. They are fucking dangerous as hell.
We went up against them. I went up against them with Pearson, I think, in the first campaign. No.
You and Austin, the 3 hags.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hags are
Sisters
terrifying,
3.
though I haven't. Yeah, hags from what I understand are very terrifying. I haven't gone up to against them in person, but then again, just like
There is different
hearing
types
about
of
them is
hags too.
Yeah, there are, but either way, like they're still dangerous as a coven. But maybe just those words will trigger the Nothic. Because they're like ancient creatures, kind of. I don't
Or
know.
maybe these particular ones have a history, like they have a you know, they're known. You know.
Hey, a Nothic has to be cursed somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could be that this is a specific coven that's known by somebody. You know, maybe they've been on the run somewhere. Maybe they've been hiding here. Maybe, who knows?
Well, that will be the end of this session if we don't have any else to talk about.
Mm-mm.
Gonna say goodbye to stream now.
Bye.
Bye.